Racquel here today for the people. And I'm turning my phone off because I do not want it blowing up. So how is everybody today? I know it's been a second since I've actually been hosting the radio show. Dr. Rhea, the scholarship doctor, is actually on a mission. She is on a mission trip for the 2 weeks, for a week and a half. She's been there, or will be there total. And she is in South Africa. Yes. Wakanda forever. I'm sorry, I just had to do it. I'm just joking, but seriously, she is in South Africa doing the work of the Lord on a mission, and she is having a tremendous and amazing time. So please, all of you believers out there, give her some prayers for safety and a safe trip home, and to be able, she's with the children, of course, because she's an educator, right? So she's with the young tweens and teens, so it's exciting for her. Anyway, so that is why I am hosting the radio show on my own today with, of course, the great Frank, and of course our wonderful engineer Ryan over there. And of course you can like us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter and
YouTube.
Oh, and YouTube. Yes, Frank's right. And YouTube. So Scholarship Solutions on YouTube. On Twitter, we're at the Scholarship DR. I think on Instagram too. I should remember all of this. And then on Facebook and IG Scholarship Solutions. I'm sorry because I'm a little rusty today. I apologize, Radio Land. So we want you guys to call in. We want you guys to get involved in this show. I'm sorry, I'm hitting it again. Let's see. The request line is 702-647-FM88. Again, 702-647 3688. So call in, get involved in the show. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the summer slump. Yeah, but we don't want it to be a summer slump. So our scholars are active. We're doing stuff in the summer. And so if all of my scholars are listening out there and you're not doing something, you should be. So what are some of the things that you should be doing with your scholar this summer? So I believe that every scholar should have summer, okay? It's summertime. You should enjoy it. Of course, in Las Vegas, you know, we have a listening audience all over the world. So in Las Vegas, it's very hot. I met a new friend in Target the other day talking about how hot it is. Like, we joined forces. Yeah, it's pretty warm out here. So I do understand that maybe you don't want to be outside doing something, but you definitely want to be doing something inside, and you want to be volunteering. Take your summer, write some essays, take your summer, do some volunteer work. So those are some of the topics that we're going to be talking about today. And if you are in the Las Vegas area, if you are in Radio Land, if you are in the world listening, and you have some suggestions and some comments, we want you to call in at 702-647-FM88, 702-647-3688. We want you to call in and talk about what your summer slump, or the lack thereof, looks like. What are you doing in the summertime to keep those kiddos busy, and of course building their portfolio and their resume? Of course, sometimes we're a little shy and we don't want to talk on the radio. My assistant is waiting by, Mr. Joshua Poole, or one of the wonderful ladies at our office. You can call us at our office at 702-623-9500. Again, 702-623-9500. So let's get into it. So at the end of your school year, you should have got a summer reading list. If you didn't, you can definitely pick that up on the World Wide Web. Suggestions for summer reading, or if you live in the Clark County School District, there are lots of ways to find the summer list. So you should be working through that. Don't feel like, oh, I have to read every book on this list. If you're not that fast of a reader, but you want to develop your speed and skills, there's lots of ways to do that too. But you can just pick one of the books and read as much as you can. My mom is always telling my son, readers are leaders, and telling us readers are leaders. And it's it's true. It's how the world works to learn to read. And I don't know how many of us read today. How many people just take up a book and read? What's the latest book that you read? Think about that. What was the last book that you read and how did it make you feel? So summer reading is really important. The summer is not over yet. So I was just talking to one of my scholars. Shout out to my scholars. She and her mom knows who they are. I won't say it on the radio station, but they told me that they were going to be listening in so they could call in if they want. But yes, I was talking to them about have your summer, right? Enjoy your summer. But take July the 1st. July the 1st, I know it's on a Sunday, but take July the 1st and say, this is the start of my year. I'm going to go ahead and get down serious. So start a schedule for yourself. I was talking to one of my other scholars just a few weeks ago, and I said, hey, I believe that children should have a summer. It's just a thing. Okay, let them have their summer. Don't fight it. It is what it is. But however, in having your summer, go ahead and schedule your day. So there's 24 hours in a day. So take 3 hours at a time, give yourself a lunch, give yourself a break, and do something, whether it's part of your summer class that you're doing. Maybe you're doing it on, I can't think of the word, independent study. So take part of your day and devote to that. Take part of your day studying for those tests that are coming up in the fall. Whether we like it or not, the summer is going to be over soon and school will be starting. So we want to be the best prepared for ourselves. So summer reading is hugely important, and scheduling your day. So don't, as a parent, you feel like, hey, you should be doing this. Yes, they should. It's true. There's no denying that. They should be doing this. But it's the summer. So why don't we compromise, okay? So take part of your day and schedule your time. Say, okay, from 9 to 12, I'm going to devote and have whole heart into studying some math. Let's say algebra was a challenge for you this past year. So take 3 hours. If you say 3 hours are too much, then take 30 minutes at a time. Every 30 minutes, you learn a new math concept. And by the time 12 o'clock rolls around, then say, hey, I'm going to the pool for 5 hours, and then come back in the evening and say, I'm going to read a page out of this book. There's 24 hours in a day. So I believe that parents and scholars can compromise. Love that word. Can compromise and become partners in this education that we're trying to get everybody to. So that's two of my things. Summer reading list. You can find it online, absolutely, somewhere in the world. And then number 2, schedule time for yourself. Super important. As adults and as parents, we all know that schedule is like paramount, right? Like you have to have your life together. So as a scholar, you might as well learn today. Why not? So yes, those are my 2 things about the summertime slump. So it's not a slump anymore. It's a mountain that we're climbing over together. Make sure that you got your summer list together. Make sure that you have a schedule so the days just aren't going by and you're just not with the video game like that. Hey, Facebook Live. So you can call us here at the request line at 702-647-FM88, 702-647-3688, or you can call me in my office, 702-623-9500, 702-623-9500. Of course, if you call me in my office, I'm not going to answer. That's gonna be my assistant, and you can go ahead and leave a message with them or Josh. Excellent. Love Josh. He's great. So again, of course, you can find me on Facebook at Scholarship Solutions. You can PM me, ask me any questions on there about summer reading, about suggestions I have. I have a great friend, Angela. Shout out to Angela. She has a great designs. Love her. Find her on Facebook. She has a little daughter, and she just reaches out to me like, hey, do you think this is right? What is this? What is that? And it's okay. So my son is 2. Well, actually, he just turned 3. Sorry. Yes, I know. We're on the radio on his 3rd birthday. Get in your head. So he's 3 now, but we just do things with him. We incorporate lesson in his day. So I think that sometimes parents feel like you have to be doing this right here, right now, and I have to see you doing this. And if you're not doing 2 + 2 right now, then you're not learning math. But that's not true. So my son and I, we volunteer at the church. We do the cookie ministry. So if you didn't know, you can learn fractions by baking a cake. You can. You can learn 2 plus 2 while you're cooking dinner. Absolutely. And so if you incorporate learning and education in your day, you will soon discover that you have conquered things that you thought were impossible. So go ahead, give us a call. What are some of your summer slump suggestions? The non-summer slump. That's what I should be calling the show. The non-summer slump. 702-647 FM 88, 702-647-3688. So those are my 2 suggestions. My 3rd suggestion, absolutely, about conquering the summer slump or having a non-summer slump, right, is to make sure that your student, your scholar, is volunteering. So the summer is a great opportunity to use volunteering as a reason to get out of the house and get into somewhere cool other than the house. So you might say, but I work full time. I don't have time to take my scholar around to volunteering. Take one day. Remember, this isn't about you taking your scholar and saying, this is what you're going to do for the whole entire summer. Da, 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 da. No. Incorporate it into your life. So what about Saturdays? If you work on Saturdays like my husband does, then take a day during the week. There's lots of places that would love for people to volunteer during the week time versus the weekend because more people are off. My husband, he actually works at night. So during the day, he has that opportunity to take Justin to different places for volunteering. Now, how do you find volunteering for a 3-year-old? How do you find volunteering for a 5-year-old? How do you find volunteering for an 11-year-old? The 15-year-old, the 16-year-old, the 18-year-old, oh, those are easy places to find volunteering. The challenging part is getting them to volunteer, right? Well, how do you get any scholar to volunteer? You call the number 211. Everybody should be writing this stuff down. This is good stuff, I'm saying. I don't see any pins out because I'm on the radio and Facebook Live, of course. But no, seriously, you should be calling 211. And 211, just like we have 611 and 411 and 911, 211 actually allows you to to give information and say, hey, I have a 14-year-old boy who loves puppies. Where can he volunteer? And you can literally find places for your scholar to volunteer. And I'm not talking about 8 hours out of every single day that this person is doing it. I mean, maybe that's what you think is a good idea for your scholar for the summer, but I'm just talking about maybe 2 hours a week. On a Saturday morning, go feed the homeless. Go clean up a garden. Well, it's a little hot for that, maybe. But maybe just going to Insight. You know, we have great museums here in the Las Vegas area. One is the Mob Museum. Another is the Children's Museum. Another one is the National History Museum. I love that museum. I actually did a Facebook Live with a traveling toddler about that. It's on Las Vegas Boulevard, right across the street from the Las Vegas Library. So go check it out. See if they accept volunteers and what your scholar can do, not only to build their resume and their portfolio, but also to build letters of recommendation. Hugely important to take in your summer and do. And also gets them out of the house, gets them doing something, gets them exposure. The library is another great place to volunteer. Remember when we were growing up, there were candy stripers, the hospital, taking care of the elderly or taking care of people who are less fortunate than yourselves. Those kind of places and those kind of things love scholars. They love young people to come, and it also gives your student the exposure that you're looking for. So let's go back through the 3 things that I said. Look for a summer reading list. Read at least a page a day. I mean, really. Just a page. Readers are leaders. That's what my mom always says. Number 2, make a schedule. That's for the scholars. Hey, Javon, how are you? Thank you. I'm talking to Javon. He's on Facebook Live. He's not on the radio. So number 2, make a schedule for yourself as a scholar. Say, okay, I'm going to do math from 9 to 12. And you say, whoa, oh my gosh, that's too long. Okay, well then go ahead and break it up in 30-minute segments. So every 30 minutes that you study your math concept that you have problems with in school or challenges with, or just want to be better at whatever skill, every 30 minutes you get a piece of candy. That's one that I can work with. Thank you, Javon. I appreciate your compliment. Yeah, now that's our piece of cake. What about that? And then for our younger students, let's say you're like, my scholar is having so many problems with fractions. They hate fractions. Well, it's time to make a pizza. You have the whole, you have the half, you have slices. It's the perfect problem solving. They won't even know that they're learning math. Great time to make either a pizza or a cake or both. Why not? It's the summertime and you can make homemade pizzas. Find it online, Google it. Simple, easy recipe, by the way. That was a free tip. And then number 3, of course, volunteering. You gotta volunteer. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how important volunteering is. Not only does it build your resume and your portfolio, those 2 things. It conquers 2 things at one time. Volunteering does, but also it builds your list of recommendation letters. Builds your list of recommendation letters, which is huge for scholarships. Not so much for college entrance anymore, but definitely for scholarships. So those are my 3 tips. And number 4, because we only have a few minutes left. And if you want to call in and talk about what you do in the summer, what suggestions you have to stay cool in Las Vegas, 702-647-FM88, 702-648-3688. Please call in, or you can call our office at 702-623-9500. Again, 702-623-9500. So number 4, I highly suggest that on top of, like I said, like scheduling your time, I really suggest that you take a skill that you have had challenges with during the school year. So if it's fluency, if it's comprehension, if it's vocabulary, if it's an algebra skill, if it's multiplication, whatever it is, I suggest that you take some time this particular summer, for the last month of the summer, and really focus in on that skill. So whatever that is, and just, bite the bullet and make that a goal that by the end of July, you will have mastered that skill. You'll be further along on that skill, that you'll have, like, let's say it's your 2s. So let's say you don't know how to count by 2. That by the end of the summer, if you don't have all your 2s up to 12, that at least, if you can't count up to 12 by 2, that at least you're going to have half of those done. And then, make them realistic goals that you want to set for yourself. Hugely important. And number 5, my last non-summer slump I suggest is to have a bridge program. So at Scholarship Solutions, we're actually offering a bridge program, 702-623-9500. You can call us there and get more information. I suggest you go through a summer bridge program. So whatever that skill is that you're looking to master, get some help with it. Get a tutor. Hire somebody to help you with that, or of course, come through Scholarship Solutions, or go to the library. They have tutors. You can go online and find them. But I definitely suggest, even if it's that you are, maybe you're on 5th grade, but you're reading on 9th grade level, maybe your goal is then to read on the 12th grade level, for example. So I really highly suggest that you set some goals. And even if you say, I'm not behind in any of my subjects, I'm just excelling in all my subjects, what's the next level that you want to go to? And then in the meantime, of you doing that, hire somebody that can help you advance those skills. So again, the Summer Bridge program with SS is definitely happening starting July the 1st, which I know is on a Sunday, but it's happening July the 1st. So you can call us at 702-623-9500 and get more information about the Summer Bridge program, 702-626-9500, or you can call us at the request line, 702-647 FM 88, 702-647-3688. We have about 5 minutes left, so we don't have a lot of time for calling, but please, if you have some suggestions, call in. Now, we know that STEM is a huge part of our society today. Our previous president, President Obama, wanted to grow his own. That was his whole theory about it. So that's kind of how the science and technology, engineering, and math program kind of started to develop and grow. So why don't you and your scholar during this time decide, or if you're the scholar or whoever, you and your student, why don't you all decide together which one of STEM are you going to take? And maybe it's the math part, maybe it's the engineering part, and you literally find programs. There's a lot of programs at the library that are free about building things. We did a program, our radio show, 2 weeks ago, was at the Pain Relief Center. They have a great STEM program. They're great with youth. The Pain Relief Center is a place where vets can go to get different natural remedies for pain. However, with that being said, they also have a program for youth as an extension to that. There's so many different programs in the within the Las Vegas area or within the city that you're in. If you're having trouble trying to find that in different cities, go ahead and give us a call at 702-623-9500, 702-623-9500 for the SS line, because it's too late to call in for the request line. But go ahead and give us a call. We can definitely guide you in the right direction. Please remember our free seminar is going to be happening in July. And we have it online and we have it at our physical location, just showing people how to go to college for free, learning concepts on how you and your scholar can definitely go to college for free. We have 2 minutes left, and I just want to review my 5 things about getting out of the summer slump, not having a summer slump, the non-summer slump. Number 1, absolutely and hands down, make sure you get that reading list. Wherever you are in the world, just Google summer reading list. I'm sure that it's going to pop up. Number 2, as a scholar, make a schedule for yourself. If you're the scholar's parent, make a schedule for them. Just take blocks of time and break it up so they still have their summer, but they're still getting that education part. It's a give and take, definitely. And then number 3 thing, definitely go ahead and look for different programs, different goals that you have in your life that you want to see accomplished, that you don't want to go into the fall with the same thing from last year. Go ahead and look at that and see where you want to be at the end of July. It's truly important. Also, look for a summer bridge program, something that can definitely help you. Hire a tutor, super important. Volunteering is another thing. Call 211 and they can help you with volunteering. So those are my 5 things. If you all have any questions, go ahead and give us a call at 702-623-9500. Thank you so much for coming on to the Scholarship Solutions show today, and I hope that your summer slump or the non-summer slump is a wonderful thing for you. See you in 2 weeks.